Have you met all your characters yet? Perhaps one is waiting to make an appearance. Welcome to Jenn's Writing World. If you have a story to tell, you are in the right place. Let's do it 10 minutes at a time. Well, if you're doing Camp Nanowrimo, then you're probably in Act 2. Even if you're working on your own project, if you've been doing it with me along the way, you're probably in Act 2 also. And Act 2 can be dangerous because you get into the middle and things slow down and the plot stagnates, and they kind of call it the muddy middle. So there are many ways to fix a muddy middle. The one I want to talk about today is introducing a new character. Now, this character probably should not be your protagonist or your antagonist. I hope we've met them already. But it can be a secondary character, and that person can bring in information that we didn't have before that either helps or hinders what is happening. Perhaps it's a mystery and you think you know who the bad guy is, and then somebody walks in and says, no, I have an alibi for them, and suddenly they're not your bad guy anymore. And you have to find new suspects. So they can hinder that way. Or it could be someone who comes in and because of the job they do or something, they provide information that helps you solve whatever problem you're having. Don't make it too easy for them. We're only halfway through. But, you know, a new character can definitely liven things up. In my mystery work in progress, the main character's best friend, who I've mentioned, who owns a coffee shop, is getting a divorce, and she has a lawyer. And about halfway through, I introduced the lawyer's brother. And so he is a nice guy, kind of has a crush and flirts with the best friend, which introduces new subplots, new interest into the middle of the story. But also because of his job, he is able to provide information that does help the main character figure out who is going around poisoning people. And so he's a very helpful character, and he doesn't come in until the middle of the book. But because he is connected to other characters we've already met, he's totally believable, and it's not jarring at all when we do meet him. And that is the important thing. It's fine to introduce new characters, and I encourage that you do it. But don't just plop them in like they came in on a magic trick. Bring them in organically. Make it seem like their appearance was inevitable. All right, let's go right. Remember, if you can invent a new character to bring into your story, this would be a good time to do it. If not, you can hold it in your pocket for another day. Let's get started. We have the timer right here. 10 minutes set. 3, 2, 1, start. All right, 10 minutes is up. I did insert a new character, which was totally unexpected, and it makes the explaining of the science a lot easier. I hope you had a great 10 minutes of writing. It ended up that I introduced a new character. That was totally unexpected to me as the writer, but now I see how obvious it is that this character, it's a AI, it's a book. It's like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy character, you know, the book, but is totally necessary for the story. So I'm really glad I was thinking about new characters today as I wrote. If you also learned something new about your book and you want to do more of it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below and the little bell so you get all the notifications. A like is always appreciated, and as always, sharing this channel with your writing friends can help all of us learn how to get through the muddy middle of our book. Today's quote is by Stephen James, and he is a best-selling novelist, and he also wrote the writing book Story Trumps Structure, which is pretty famous in writing craft circles. And this is what he said. Every great story, regardless of genre, will include a twist. Why? Readers want to be both satisfied and surprised. The more they can decipher exactly where a story is going, the more disappointed they'll be. Well, you know, introducing a new character can always be the start of a good twist. So long from Jenn's writing world. Until next time, write, write, write.